Hi everybody, I'm Tim Bulot. Welcome back. It's that time again, Training to Survive, show number 6 from 1996. Keep it coming. We're getting a lot of emails, a lot of feedback. I appreciate that. It's given us some direction of where we're going to go with this show. So we're definitely going to finish season 1, which is 10 episodes, okay? And I think there's enough interest for me to go ahead and delve into season 2, which would be another 10 episodes. So we'll take a short break between 1 and 2. It's not going to be like a series on Paramount, for example, where it's a year, like Yellowstone or one of those other ones, okay? Well, I'm talking a month or so. And we'll come out with another 10 episodes. We're enjoying it. It seems like y'all are enjoying it, and the feedback has been great. So some of the changes that we're making, okay? There's several sections in the show, several spots as they're called, as you're seeing, and one of them is called World of Martial Arts, okay? That one is going to go away in title, and that's going to become Martial Arts Video Archives, okay? So, and that's going to be a variety of different artists and different instructors, but that's going to be footage that was shot in standard definition on the 4:3 format, the narrow stuff like what I'm doing this right here, okay? Now we're going to add a new spot called Martial Arts Today, and this is kind of by popular request, and it's kind of keeping with the traditions of the show also. Even though this show was based around my school, I always opened the format up to other instructors. I always invited other people to be on the show, and I shared that spotlight with it because I think that's what the martial arts is all about. We can all learn from each other. I don't have a lot of that footage right now because we're talking from about 2011 on. So once again, in keeping with the tradition of the original show, we're going to go out and get it. I'm going to go visit some schools and some instructors, and anybody that has a school or is a martial arts instructor that's interested in participating in this show, give us a holler. Shoot me an email at info@WeaponsAcademy.com, and let's see what you got. I've got no issue putting it up there whatsoever, as long as it's good quality and as long as you're authentic, okay? Being that you trained on the mat and have done your time and grade, okay? And that will, once again, like I said, it'll keep with the original format and original tradition of the show. So you will see those coming in there from time to time. Now, some shows will have video archives only. Some shows will have Martial Arts Today only. And some shows will have both. They might be a little bit longer, okay? So anyway, moving on, tonight we have Video Archives, George Peralski coming up with Sword of the Samurai, okay? And then we have a great mat segment tonight on the mat with Kenpo Freestyle techniques, as well as some other interesting content in our program tonight. So you guys hang in there with us, stick with it, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, and let's get into Training to Survive, episode 6. Hi everybody, I'm Tim Bulot, the owner and the head instructor of the Academy of Kenpo Karate, located right here in Irving, Texas. Welcome to another exciting edition of Training to Survive. We've got a great lineup for you today with something in our program for the entire family. So get ready for it, and let's get started.
Hey buddy! Hey, come here!
of the biggest benefits of being an independent martial arts movie producer in the 1990s was the people that I got to meet. There weren't a lot of us, and the martial arts masters wanted a good quality producer to make their videos and market them and do it in such a way to where it was, you know, pleasing to watch. It was good quality. And because of that, I got to meet some very interesting people and film them and produce their videos. And the side benefit of that was learning from these individuals as well. One of them was George R. Perolsky from Webster, New York. Now, we had him on our program last week where he did a spot on the lost katas of judo, and you saw more of a combat application there versus a sport application. And that's what Mr. Perolsky was all about, was about the combat applications in the traditions of the Japanese martial arts. In this piece, we're going to look at his sword work. Now, Mr. Perolsky authored a book called Sword of the Samurai that was a bestseller through Paladin Press. It's still available today if you want to Google that and try to find it. So we shot a video to complement his book, also titled Sword of the Samurai. And in this video, Mr. Perolsky demonstrated and explained and taught the sword techniques that complemented the chapters in his book. So this video basically follows that same outline as is laid out in Sword of the Samurai. So let's go now to Mr. George Perolsky, 7th degree black belt at that time, and let's learn a little bit about the Japanese sword.
We'll now be teaching the Kumitachi Kihon Waza, or two-man Bokuto techniques. This is the primary way that the sword is practiced. My partner Chris Gramze, 4th Dan Menkyo in the Tenshin Shinryu Ryu, will be assisting me. We'll begin with proper etiquette. Swords are kept in an active position, in that the sword would be drawn with the right hand. So by having our sword in this position, it means that we intend to cause injury. We'll move them to a safe position, step forward and bow. Back up, always keeping an eye on each other. Putting our Bokuto back to an active position and drawing. Circling. Kihon Shodan. Kihon Nidan. Repeat. Slow. A variant. Sandan. Hey! Hey! Slow. Slow. Yandan. Hey! Hey! Slow. Odan. And slow. Again. Fast. Hey! 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 Hustle. Fast. Hey! 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 Slow. This sete, a dangerous one, entraps the arms, guides the sword player, and cuts him across the chest. Hey! Hey! The next series works the Bokuto instead of against the Shomanuchi attack, the Yokomanuchi attack. Hey! Hey! And slow. Knee down. And slow. Hey. 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 We'll now be demonstrating the string set. Hey. Ho. Hey. Hey. Repeat. Hey.
Hi, my name is Brenda White. I'm a fitness instructor here at the Academy of Kenpo Karate. Our training segment today involves legs. The first exercise that we're going to do is the sissy squats. This is going to be a basic beginner type workout, and what we're going to be concentrating on is 15 to 20 reps. As I said before, our first exercise is the sissy squat. So what you want to do is you want to spread your legs like so, turn the toes out, and a little bit wider than shoulder width, about this distance. Weight is in front. Okay, we're going to use very light weight since this is a beginner's type workout. We want to go straight down like so, then come back up. And you don't want to lock your knees out because that hurts your joints after a period of time. Okay, so you want to go down like so, then up, okay, down like so, then up. Okay, when you're doing this, you got to remember, right, that you're not going to be able to go all the way down. Some people won't be able to go all the way down when you first start doing this exercise. But you have to go, after a period of time, you have to go all the way down, or else you won't see a difference with this workout. So you want to start, if you can only go this distance, that's okay, okay? But remember, long run, long time effect, you want to go parallel, which is all the way down, okay? And here's two more. Okay, that was the sissy squat. Okay, the next exercise that we're going to do is the lunge. This exercise concentrates on the front of your legs, your quadriceps, and your rear legs, which are your hamstrings. Also concentrates a little bit on the glute area in this area. Okay, what we want to do is position your body, grab your weight. I'd say for beginner, we'd say about maybe a 10-pound, 5 to 10 pounds. Okay, stretch your legs like so. The leg in front kind of points toward the corner or whatever. Okay, you want to go down like so. Okay, you want to pause a second and hold it. Come back up. Go down, and when you go down, you want to be parallel. Okay, and every time you go down, you want to pause a second, flex the muscle, and come back up. Okay, you got to remember when you go down also that you don't want to go so low like this to where your knee touches the floor because that hurts your joints. Okay, so here's three good correct lunges. That was 3. Okay, that concludes our lunge. Okay, the next exercise that we're going to do is called the leg extension. This exercise concentrates on the front of your legs, more toward your knee area, okay, depending upon which way you turn your leg. Okay, what you want to do, this is a leg extension machine. Okay, what you want to do is put your legs underneath the pad, okay? You want to come all the way up, okay? You want to pause at the top, okay? Hold it, bring it down. Okay, a good variation of this exercise is you could take your toes and turn it in, okay? Bring it down, and that concentrates on the outside of your quadriceps. Okay, take it down. Okay, and you can also vary this exercise by turning your toes out that way, and that concentrates on the inside of your legs. Okay, and here's 5 good ones. Here's 1. Here's 2. And notice that when I take the weight down, I don't jerk it. Okay, when I say jerking it, I mean bounce it up and down because that hurts your knees. Okay, and here's 5. That was a leg extension. And remember that this concentrates on the front of your legs, and you want to stick to 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Okay, our next exercise is called the leg curl. Okay, this exercise concentrates on your hamstrings, which are the back of your legs, right? And it also concentrates a little bit on your glutes, this area, which a lot of women need work in, men too. Okay, what you want to do is lie down on the machine, same machine that we use for leg extensions, and put your legs underneath the pad, actually your ankles underneath the pad, okay? And what you want to do is you want to come up like so. And at the very top, you want to pause because you really want to feel it, okay? You take it down. And remember that when you take this down, you don't want to rest. You don't want to let it rest because when it rests, you take the pressure off of your hamstrings. So bring it up and take it down. Here's 3 good ones. Here's 1. Here's 2. And one more. Just a brief word of caution. When you're doing this exercise, don't jerk, okay? When you come up, all right, come up slowly, hold it, don't drop it down like that, because when you do that, right, that hurts your joints, okay? So remember, when you're doing this exercise, to take it slow, okay, and you want to do 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. And again, it works your hamstrings, which are the back of your legs. Okay, here's a quick review of everything that we covered today. Okay, we started with sissy squats. Okay, remember, we spread our legs like so, and gotta keep our balance here. Okay, remember that you're concentrating on your inner thigh. Okay, we came all the way down like so, all the way down, and we kept it parallel. Okay, from there, we moved on to the lunge. Okay. In this exercise, okay, we spread our legs like so, and we went down. Here's 1, here's 2, and from there we went on to leg extensions in this area. Okay. Here's 1, and here's 2. And we were concentrating on the inner thigh, the front of your legs. Okay, we moved on from there to hamstrings, okay, which are the back of your legs. Here's 1, and here's 2. Okay, the good thing to remember with legs is good leg development in Kenpo. It improves your stances, you have better flexibility. Really improves the power in your kicks. Okay, that was legs. Hopefully you enjoyed this segment.
Hello, I'm Officer Rick Cutler, back with you again this week to provide you another crime prevention tip. This week we're going to talk about theft prevention of your vehicle. Each year in the United States, over 1 million vehicles are stolen. For starters, let's park in a well-lit, well-populated area, and that may deter some auto thieves. Let's keep control of our keys and keep them with us at all times. Let's try to get an alarm or an ignition kill switch on our vehicle so it cannot be stolen. If you cannot afford an alarm or ignition kill switch, let's try getting some anti-theft devices such as a column lock or a steering wheel lock. And at any time our vehicle is stolen, let's make sure that we know the license plate number and the VIN number so we can report it stolen to the local police department. That's our crime prevention tip of this week. Enjoy the rest of the show and see you next time.
Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Rodell Bird and I'm the coordinator of children's activities here at the Academy of Kenpo Karate. Do you find your children as glued to the TV when things come on like the Power Rangers or other martial arts shows come on? Do you find that they enjoy martial arts movies, that they beg you to take them to every martial arts show that comes to town? When your kid's outside playing, do you see them doing karate poses with other children or acting like they're going through various martial arts techniques? Well, if they do all those things, maybe you've thought about enrolling them into some type of martial arts program. You know, a lot of people all over the world enjoy getting into the martial arts. It's not something which you have to be shy about or anything that you have to be afraid of. We have many children at the Academy of Kenpo Karate who participate in martial art programs. Perhaps you've considered it before yourself, but perhaps at the same time you've had certain reservations about bringing your children to a martial arts program. Maybe you've heard some things about the martial arts that make you wonder if it's really what you want for your child. Maybe you're worried that your child will become a bully or begin to be aggressive toward other children. Perhaps you're worried that you've seen some of the characters portrayed on some of the martial arts movies and you think, well, those people don't look like they're the nice type of people I want my child to become. Maybe you've seen some of the activities that martial artists engage in, and maybe you think to yourself, perhaps my child may become injured. Well, we're going to clear up some of the misconceptions about martial arts and talk about some of the benefits that maybe your child can get from a martial arts program. One of the most important things that your child will get from any type of martial arts program is it changes your child from someone who's a watcher to someone who's a doer. It takes a child and makes him, instead of being a participant, he becomes someone who's involved. He's not a spectator in the bleachers anymore, but now he's a player out there on the field of life. So it gets your child involved, gets them active and not sitting around watching TV or playing video games. Another advantage of getting into a martial arts program is the discipline that's involved in the martial arts. You know, there's certain customs and certain things that we do in the martial arts which help your children to learn how to associate with other people, learn that there's a right thing to do and there's a wrong thing to do, and that there's a right time to do one thing and there's a wrong time to do another. And so that's one of the many benefits that your child will get from a martial arts program. Another thing that your child gets from it is he learns life defense skills which will stay with him throughout life. Now, usually we encourage our children at the Academy of Kenpo Karate that once they leave the studio, adults will solve their problems for them. So our children learn that if there's a physical confrontation, they need to grab an adult and let the adult settle those situations. But it's a reality of today's world that occasionally your child may need to defend himself, keep himself from suffering some type of injury. So martial arts do that. You start your child on a path where he's going to learn martial arts skill which he will be able to carry with him through the rest of his life. Now, there may be certain misconceptions that you may have about the martial arts. One conception that a lot of people have is that martial arts is some type of religion. Well, there are customs in the martial arts, just as there's customs in Western society. For example, when you meet someone for the first time, you probably shake that person's hand. That's a custom that we have in this country. Well, in the East, when people meet each other, in the Orient, they usually bow. It's a courtesy. It's a custom. And so in the martial arts, too, we have courtesies. We have customs. For example, when we come into the studio, when we come into the dojo, we will bow to the mat. Okay? That's not an act of worship. It's simply a custom. It's simply a showing of respect to all the knowledge that has been handed down by martial artists through all the years that we are in a position to inherit and learn and to continue on. Another misconception about the martial arts is that it's an extremely injury-prone type of activity. If it's conducted in the right way, martial artists actually sustain relatively few injuries, especially compared with other team sports such as football, soccer, and baseball, especially if there's a proper amount of supervision when students are participating in the martial arts. Probably the biggest misconception is that children become aggressive, that they become bullies, and that they want to attack other children once they've studied and learned the martial arts. And nothing could be further from the truth. In point of fact, training in the martial arts will give your child confidence so that he realizes that he doesn't have to work those aggressions out on other people. He realizes what he has the potential to do, and he realizes what his limitations are, and he's learned respect for others. So your child won't feel that drive to go out and to challenge himself by bullying other children. One of the biggest reasons to bring your child into a martial arts class is because they'll have fun. They'll enjoy it. It'll be an activity that they can get involved in, a positive, upbuilding activity. They can channel their outward aggression, and they'll enjoy themselves. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you bring your child on by, take a look at any karate school in your area, any martial arts school, and get them involved in the martial arts. Talk to various instructors, shop around, and find somebody that has a program that you think that your child will enjoy. And get your child started on the road in the martial arts.
Hi, and welcome to On the Mat. A few programs back, we introduced you to Kenpo Freestyle, Kenpo's offense. And what we're going to do today is we're going to continue on with that series on the Kenpo offense. So let's go now to some video recorded earlier and learn more about Kenpo offense. Come on up, Billy. Nice. Hi, I'm Tim Bulot. Welcome to this week's edition of On the Mat. In this edition, we're going to work on freestyle. If you recall, freestyle is Kenpo's offense. We're still working at a beginner level here, okay? And we've already taught you about controlling the height zone, the width zone, the depth zone of your opponent. We've spoke to you about how your opening move must lead you to a target. We've talked about the reactionary gap and reaction time. So all these things should be kept in mind when working an offense. Remember, sometimes an offense may have to be your best defense, and that's what this is all about. Not going out there and just attacking people, but doing it in a defensive manner, okay? Now, since we've already got a foothold on this, let's get right into some techniques tonight, okay? Billy, come on in. Now, quick review, we started out with hook grab grab and punch, and then we would check and heel palm and kick and so forth from there. We're going to work a little bit further away today, okay? So if Billy's at a distance where I can still grab him, but my punch won't quite reach, we're going to use a foot drag, a foot maneuver known as a push drag shuffle, okay? And it looks something like this. So I'm going to shuffle in and punch. Watch it again. Shuffle in and punch. Watch it again. Shuffle in and punch, okay? Controlling that arm, canceling the other arm, opening up the targets and so forth, okay? Now, we're going to do what I refer to as a double tap, okay, on this technique. So what I want you to work on is I want you to shuffle in and punch, okay, but notice how his arm's positioned here. We're immediately going to check, and we're going to roll a back knuckle in right over the top of that, okay? And what we want to do is get 2 quick shots in. So we're referring to it as a double tap to help him get his, to bring his hands up, okay, to open up some targets that we're going to expose on down the line here. So we shuffle in, we go 1, 2, punch back knuckle. Let's look at it again. 1, 2, bring the hands up a little quicker. Asa. Once again. Asa. Once again. Asa. Okay. Punch back knuckle. Thanks, Billy. Okay. We're going to start with that. Take it, work it 15 to 25 times. We'll be back in a moment. We're going to put some follow-ups on it. Come on. Asa. Come on. Asa. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that opening there because we're going to take it and we're going to build on it. Okay, now before we go into the next move, I'm going to show you what a roundhouse kick is. Okay, some of you may know, some of you may not. What you're going to do with this is you're going to hinge at the knee and you're going to extend using the instep of the foot. Okay, 1, 2. We're fixing to use that roundhouse kick. Okay, so as Billy comes in, remember, I'm a little bit further out of range, so I shuffle punch, check back knuckle. The result is what? Bring the hands up, opens up a target, roundhouse kick right into the body, okay? Let's watch it again. So we have 1, 2, 3. Watch it again. 1, 2, 3. A little quicker. Asa, boom. Once again. Asa, boom. Okay, good. Thank you, Billy. Okay, work on that. Add the roundhouse. Practice it 15 to 25 times. When we come back, we'll show you a little more. Asa! Asa! Okay, now I'm going to introduce you to some new targets. We're going to attack the legs. Now, one of these we've already done before. Come on in, Billy. Which was the front kick to that femoral nerve just above the knee. Now, this is going to work well after we use the punch back knuckle. So from here to here, the hands come up. I'm just going to check here with my right, shoot the first kick to that femoral nerve on the inside of his rear leg, and then from this position I'm going to use the roundhouse kick to the femoral nerve on the inside of the lead leg, okay? Now, stay back just a second, Billy. Now watch how I'm going to work this. It's going to be a bouncing type kick. We go 1, bounce 2, okay? I'm not going from target to target without replanning, because when I touch the ground, just tapping it with my foot, I'm going to regain some power out of that. So it's kick, bounce, kick. And it adds power with an attacker. Okay, punch, back knuckle, hands are up, kick, kick. Okay, let's look at it again. Punch, back knuckle, kick, kick, bouncing. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit quicker here. Now keep in mind, come on in, that this femoral nerve is just about 3 inches above the kneecap. I'm not actually hitting the knee joint itself. If you were out in the street, you were wearing shoes, and the situation warranted that you strike the knee, then yes, you could do that. But here we're hitting just above the knee, and this is, once again, as you heard me refer to it before, a somewhat humane target, okay? So Billy comes in, punch back knuckle, kick, kick. Using those bounce kicks, okay? We went from a high zone to a low zone, okay? Keeping your opponent totally confused, totally off guard. Work with that for a few moments. We'll come back, we'll get you another follow-up. Come on! Come on! Okay, we're going to work some hand follow-ups on this now. Okay, Billy, come on in. All right, same situation, punch, back knuckle. That's the entry for today. Okay, now what have I done here? I've brought the hands up. Okay, now the kidney down here is a nice target, so I'm going to roll around, lower my height, and I'm going to chop down to the kidney. Notice what it did. Brought the hands down. The hands tend to go to the pain, and you're going to learn to utilize that in Kenpo and everything you do. That sets up the face again, so I'm going to go back with a heel palm, claw, and then finish up with another back knuckle, this time striking to the head or the temple, okay? Let's look at it again. I shuffle in. I punch, back knuckle, chop, and then claw back knuckle, okay? Let's watch it again. Okay, punch back knuckle, brings the hands up, catch the kidney, claw back knuckle. Billy, let's put you on this side so you can see his kidney shot here. Okay, shuffling in. 1, 2, roll it around. Right on the kidney, okay? It's not going to cause a major amount of pain upon the first impact, but it does keep him off guard. It distracts him. He covers it, opens up the face, rip. And notice on this, I'm hitting with the heel of the palm and the fingers as I claw and rip, and then come back and finish the back knuckle. Okay, once again. Bam! And one more time. Bam! Thanks, Billy. Okay, work with that one. When we come back, we're going to put it all together. Bam! Okay, now we're going to take everything we've covered up to this point, and we're going to put it together to come up with one semi-lengthy technique. But once again, remember how we went through the building block process. Piece by piece, we put it together. High targets, low targets, as they expose themselves, okay? So you don't necessarily have to work any of this in this order. As targets become available during the course of the confrontation, okay, you will learn or eventually learn as a student of Kenpo to deviate and go from target to target as they expose themselves. We call these angles of opportunities, okay, and we're going to take advantage of them. Now, on this next technique that we do, it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be everything we've done, making it into one technique. And if you end up putting things together like this, you help wire them into long-term memory so you'll have them there and they'll be there when you need them, okay? So Billy comes in. I'm going to start out with what we did at the beginning. Punch, back knuckle. Now I'm going to drop, put my chop in there, go to my claw, and back knuckle again. If you need to add another shuffle, do so. That's got the hands up, opens those femoral nerves, and then you're done, okay? So let's look at it again. Let's count the strikes here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 strikes. And as you get better at the art, you can do this technique in 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds with time as you continue to work it. Okay, let's walk through it again. Okay, punch, back knuckle. The hands are up. If this hand had been down here, I could go kick, kick, and then come down with my claw back knuckle. We'll stick with this order. Okay, punch, back knuckle, chop, claw, hit, snap kick, roundhouse kick. Billy, let's go on this side and look at it. Okay, punch, back knuckle, chop, claw, back knuckle, snap kick, roundhouse kick. Thanks, Billy. Okay, now work with that. Practice slow. Practice with control, okay? Remember, we've been doing this for a long time, so you don't want to start out working it at the pace that we do. We're just giving you some examples here. When we come back, we're going to take a look at all of these with speed and power. Come on, that's that. 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 That's that. Come on, that's that. That's that. That's that, man. That's that. Come on, that's that. That's that. Come on, that's that. That's that. Oh. Okay, this concludes this edition of Training to Survive. I hope you've enjoyed it because we certainly enjoyed presenting this information to you. Keep your comments and suggestions coming. We certainly enjoy reading them, and the good question from you can act as an educator for other viewers. So keep that in mind also. So write to us or give us a call at the Academy of Kenpo Karate, located at 3325 West Rochelle Road, Irving, Texas, 75062, and that phone number is area code 972-256-3969. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Okay, so that's going to do it for this week. Training to Survive, show number 6 from 1996. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel, share these videos with your martial arts friends. Share them with all your friends. Help them become interested in the martial arts. It's a great lifestyle, a great activity. We want to know your thoughts. Give us some feedback. Who would you like to see on this show, okay? Send me some information. I'll reach out, contact them, or contact me at my email. It's been displayed numerous times throughout the video, okay? So, like I said, we're gonna finish out season 1. We got a few more episodes to go. We're gonna get to work on season 2, and that's because of you, the feedback, and the interest. please keep it coming. It keeps us motivated to continue on with this journey. So thank you for following along with us, and we look forward to seeing you in episode 7 next Monday night, 7:30 on Weapons Academy YouTube channel. Y'all take care.